Hello everyone, I am Gaurang and welcome to second part of ETL tutorial which covers real-time example of our previous video on ETL tutorial for beginners.
Disclaimer. Make very positive note that this video is not as per best practice guideline on data warehouse development.
Considering the same agenda of previous video, I shall demonstrate ETL processes.
Here we need to consider 4 points. First, what data sources we have. Second, what output we need. Third, for desired output, what transformations require. And fourth, we will use Talend Open Studio as ETL tool. On data extraction part, we have two data sources. First one is Microsoft SQL Server, where we have invoice data along with customer and product details, but we do not have product category in invoice data. Second data source is Microsoft Excel file which contains product categories. If I run query on invoice data in SQL Server for lowest date, that is 19th September 2017, and if I run query for highest date, that is 24th March 2020, it means we have data for 30 months. Now let us understand what output we need, and based on that we should design our ETL job. We have designed very primary data warehouse with 3 dimension tables. First is dim date, second dim category, and third dim item. We will have 2 fact tables. First, fact category, and second, fact product. Let us understand Talend jobs where we will populate all these tables. Let me show you first data warehouse where we have created these tables. Srihari_DW is our database name and these are tables. I will run these 2 queries to find lowest date and highest date on dim_date table. We can see that we do not have any records as queries has produced null values. Now let me run Talend job to populate dates in date dimension table.
Date dimension table is produced using trow generator and tjavarow component of Talend. We have not used any other data sources, so 1000 rows are generated. And let me double check in data warehouse.
So date dimension table is ready. Now let us generate dim category table. For this table, our data source is Excel file. Here is this file where we have product categories assigned to particular product. If we filter on category column, we have 4 unique values which we need in our dim category table. Let me also check data warehouse, and we can see that dim category table is empty.
So it is time to run dim category job in Talend. 3 Talend components which are mainly used in this job are: first, T file input Excel, second, T unique row, and third, T DB output. T file input Excel is used to define our source Excel file. Here we have specified our path. T unique row will extract unique values from item Excel file. You can see that this is one of the example of transformation. Using TDB output talent component, we will load unique item category values in DIM category table of data warehouse.
We will run the job now. We can see that only 4 unique records are inserted to database. It is time to cross-check. Here we will go to data warehouse. Let me run the query. We have 4 records available. So it is time to run DIM item job in Talend. To generate DIM item table, we have 2 data sources. First is Excel file, which is exported from ERP system, but it didn't had item categories. So item categories are assigned manually. Second source is our previously populated DIM category table. From Excel file, all items will be inserted to DIM item table. We will match category name between Excel file and DIM category table. Based on matching, category ID will be inserted to DIM item table. It is now time to check DIM item table in data warehouse. I run query and we can see that table is empty. On talent job part, let us run job. Okay, job is processed successfully. Let us cross-check data warehouse and we can see that DIM item table is populated properly.
So all 3 dimension tables are generated properly. To generate fact tables, we will use 2 data sources. Both are SQL Server, ERP backend for transactional data, and relevant keys from dimension table of data warehouse. We will aggregate data at a day level using taggregateRow talent component, and aggregated rows will be inserted to data warehouse.
Now very important point for data selection. We are preparing this data warehouse for first time. Therefore, we will extract all the records from invoice table. As we always do, before running job, we will check data warehouse. First is fact category and the table is empty. Second is fact product. This table is also empty. I will run both fact table one by one. First, we will run talent job for fact category table and after that fact product table. Both jobs are completed successfully and let us cross-check data warehouse one by one. So data is loaded to fact tables. We should also check dates of fact table with dates of transactional table. Here are results, which shows that data is loaded properly to both fact tables. So, primary data warehouse is ready. As a last step, let us prepare matrix analysis in Power BI. Here is our server name. I will copy that. Moving to Power BI, get data from SQL Server. We will select all our dimension table and fact table. We will load it. We will select matrix visualization. From dim date table, date value field will go to column, and from dim category table, title field will go to rows. Which are our category titles? From fact category, select amount measure. Let us do necessary formatting. And our first Power BI analysis is ready. Thank you, friends. Hope this video helped you to understand more about ETL processes. This is the conclusion of our video. Share your feedback in comment box, which will inspire us to prepare such more videos. Thank you.